What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. We have another 1 year review on a product. The last product that I did was the Evercade VS, and 2 weeks after I bought that Evercade VS, I ended up buying the handheld, which is called the Evercade EXP, and right here she is. This is a great little handheld. So let's dig a little bit into this and I'll go over some of its features. The EXP is basically a upgraded version of the original Evercade. Now, if you've never seen the original Evercade, I never owned an original Evercade. I showed you what the controllers look like for the console, which is the Evercade VS. The original Evercade looked pretty similar to these controllers. So here's a quick picture. Now, I'm no Evercade expert or anything, but that's the origins of Evercade. That's where these carts started out, is playing on that handheld. The really cool thing is, this is what the new handheld looks like. This is the EXP. It has a more sleek design to it. Feels really good. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. Good trigger buttons, good buttons, good D-pad. I'll get into a couple more features on this. But not only does this come in the box, when you open up the box for the EXP, you also get another cart. This is the Irem arcade cart. This has 6 games on it. It has R-Type in the Hunt, Moon Patrol, Lightning Swords, Battle Chopper, and the ever so crappy 10-yard fight, which Irem should have put a different game on the cart, but whatever. The rest of the games, yeah, cool, man. Really good cart. I actually do enjoy this cart. I just don't play 10-yard fight, so that's a preference thing. If you like it, cool. Not for me. But the other thing is, you're already you get 6 games here, but this has 18 games built into it. It has a Capcom library, and really cool library too. Here, I will turn this on and I will go through the games for you. 1942, 1943, 1944, Bionic Commando, which is the arcade version, which honestly, the NES version is better than the arcade version. But also Breath of Fire, Captain Commando, Commando, Final Fight, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Legendary Wings, Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man X, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Strider, Vulgus, and Wolf of Battlefield, Mercs. I recommend that game. That game is a lot of fun. But a really cool library right here. The other thing I want to mention before I show you some gameplay on how this thing looks and everything, it does have, a headphone jack. You have a headphone jack right there. You have your volume button there. You also have a HDMI. This is a mini HDMI. Now, if you want to play this on your TV, there's a real easy fix to this. You can go to any store that sells, like HDMI cords and stuff. Just get an adapter like this. This has, I think I paid like $3 for this thing. You can just plug this in to the top right here in the mini HDMI, and then you plug in your normal HDMI cord to your TV, and right this is just going to be your controller. You can play it on the TV. So this is cool because you also have the exact same features that you have besides double carts. You can only fit one cart in the EXP, and I don't know if I even showed that yet, because I do have a cart in there, but the EXP plays your VS carts. So really cool. I got Always Awakening and Cathedral right here. So it only fits one cart, but you also, you do your firmware updates just like you do on the VS. You have to do on this, and you get game of the month and everything on this too. So really cool. So basically, that's up to you if you want the VS or this, because like I said, you can play this on your TV if you want. We will get into some more features on this when I show the gameplay. I will get into the battery life right now. I'll be right up front with you. The battery life, see, I bought this when it first came out, and don't take my word for it, but from what I've heard, they've improved the newer models, the battery life, because you're supposed to get like 4 hours on a full charge, and I barely get 3 hours on this. So the battery life on mine, you know, not too good. But man, that I love this thing. I mean, that even though the battery life isn't real good on it, I absolutely love this thing. I play this thing all the time. So let's look at some game footage on how this thing plays, how it looks, and I'll show you a couple other features on it. Let's take a look real quick. I am off the mic here, so the sound quality might not be real good, but I do want to show you some gameplay. So here we go. This is Mercs. This game is awesome. And I forget if did I put this in full screen, because some games, all right, I do have this in original. Oh no, I don't. So if you had this in original, it would look like this. So I usually put this game in full screen, and I don't think it looks bad. Some people don't like it, but hey man, I dig it. This is a cool game. Yeah, that's Mercs. But one of the features that I do want to show you, and I know a lot of people loved this feature. It's something that they call Tate mode, and basically it's for your vertical arcade shooters, like such as 1942. Otherwise, you're going to have bezels on the side of the screen here. So see, if I had my thing in normal display, it's going to be like this. So there's a button under here. If you hit this, it puts you in Tate mode. Now, you use this to control, and you have an A and a B button. I think this is kind of uncomfortable. It's not my style, but some people really enjoy it. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. So, I mean, it's a cool feature if that's what you're into. I'm not really into it. But anyway, that even mid-game, you can hit Tate mode, and it'll bring you right back to normal mode. But the other thing I wanted to show you is, if you back out of this, you can also put in, like I said, I have a cart in, and this is my favorite cart. It only has 2 games on it, The Always Awakening and Cathedral. Really cool cart. Everything plays really well on it. A really cool handheld. I recommend this. So, after 1 year of owning the Evercade EXP, I can honestly say I highly recommend this thing. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. The only con I can say about the EXP is the battery life. But if you go and buy a USB-C cord, I mean, it comes with one to charge. But if you buy like a longer one, like a 6-7 foot one, you can get them at Staples for like $10. It's not going to get in your way because it's on the bottom, and you can keep it plugged in when you play. That's the only con that I have is the battery life, because this thing plays phenomenal. It feels phenomenal. The buttons, everything, the reaction time, everything. The screen looks great. So I can't say enough about this thing. Blaze really knocked it out of the park with the VS and the EXP. And, I'm really digging them Super Pockets right now, too. So when it comes to the EXP, after 1 year, I can say I personally highly recommend it. You're going to pay a little bit more than for the EXP than you do for the VS, the home console. This will run you right around 150, but it's been worth every single dollar since I bought it. I play this thing almost daily. So Evercade gets a lot of playtime in this house. So I hope this helped you out if you were on the fence and considering purchasing the EXP. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.